Hey Taurus, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something about like feeling stressed out at work, something about like your responsibilities, for some of you financial responsibilities even. Looks like you're going back and forth on whether or not to end something. You may need to set boundaries with someone and you're still trying to figure out how to do that. We're starting off with the Emperor. This can definitely be business related. For some of you, you could like own your own business, be an entrepreneur. What's going on? You may feel like you're slacking with something. Like, I'm seeing you have an important role. And I don't know, you could be like giving in to things that are not helping you. That's what this looks like to me. This can even be like keeping certain people around you that are not encouraging your like growth and for you to do the best that you can. Or this can even be thoughts that's like, oh, look at all of what you built. Let's destroy it now. Like, for some of you, too, this can be a vibe of feeling like you're not good enough for something that you've done, but it's something that you worked really hard for. I'm seeing this be something big that you have. Yeah, whatever this was that was going on, I'm seeing there's a notion of moving away from it. This can even mean like taking the easy way out of something, but you would be cutting corners and then there would potentially be consequences. I'm hearing the word sacrifice. I'm looking at a tower. What in the world? Are you expected that somebody's coming through? Surprised, unexpected. Yeah, so a tower is like, I'm hearing something that you won't believe. It's like, it's something that maybe unless you see it for yourself, you'd be like, that's not gonna happen. But it's related to somebody coming through and approaching you. For some of you at work, I'm hearing. Okay, Taurus. There's a lot of fire energy that I'm seeing here. It's like, you know what's funny is that whoever this person is, they're like running in straight into the tower. Like, this is somebody running into a burning building here. And I'm wondering, like, is this you or is this somebody that's approaching you? I guess it's going to depend for each of you. But this may be doing something that, okay, if this is you, this is something that you would be like, this isn't a good idea, and I know it's not a good idea, but it's something that's coming from a shadow space, and you're acting impulsively, and you're like, I'm gonna do it anyway, and the advice is not to do that. If this is somebody around you, whoever this person is around you, they're headed straight for a tower, and it's because of something impulsively that they're doing. Like, impulsive action leads to the crumbling of the tower. This can mean, too, somebody hanging around you for the wrong reasons, and they may come through in a sexual manner, but it's like behind it, their intentions are not pure. Like, this is somebody that you would feel uncomfortable around. I'm getting a message, but I want to see if something else comes through instead. Because I do not want to relay that. Yeah, okay, so I'm seeing a few different storylines. For some of you, there's somebody that's coming through that's approaching you in some type of way where it's like they're hitting on you, they want some type of physical experience with you, something like that, but they're bringing a lot of like nonsense and chaos into your life. And this is someone that immediately, like, you would feel unsure of their intentions and also feel uneasy about this. Like, immediately. Like, I'm seeing even somebody that wears, like, their shadow as, like, the first face you meet when you interact with this person. So this is somebody that would, like, if you're really listening to your intuition, like, this is one of those moments where you need to recognize you're not being judgy. Do not dismiss a weird feeling that you get with someone. Pay attention to it. Because somebody's not being honest. For some of you, this can even be like they're either not honest about their intentions, or there's some type of facade that they're coming through with and not being honest about, like, a part of themselves or who they are. Something like that. Like, I'm getting even something risky going on. So there's a notion of moving away from this. This would be somebody unreliable as well. It's like when they interact with you, you know, like, where they are, and when they're not interacting with you, they could be, like, all over the place. All over the world, even. Like, there's a sense of, like, mystery or even deception tied around this person. You would not feel like things are very clear or upfront with them. So, like, this behavior needs to be called out. And then I'm looking at the Hermit here, which would mean that you may, like, go back and reflect and kind of, like, disengage with this person. This person would have a lot of Mars in their birth chart, unless that's you. But at least one of the people here have a lot of Mars in their birth chart. Mars, Aries. Because I'm looking at the Tower underneath the Emperor. I will say this, for a small number of you, if you're with someone and you're feeling suspicious, like, this person may be dishonest with you about what it is that they've been doing in their free time, like extracurricular activities. Like, this looks like somebody that may be getting involved with other people, or just, like, bringing chaos in general into your life because of impulsive decisions. For some of you, impulsive spending even. Like, this is somebody that's going to wreck your stability. For some of you, this is something that already happened. It's like you have this whole empire here, and then, like, all of it gets ripped away. And then there's a sense of, like, being left with nothing. And so I don't know if this is somebody around you that kind of instigated this, or these were, like, your own choices, but I'm seeing, like, something that had been stable at one point, like, ends up getting completely knocked over. Like, I'm seeing the Tower just, like, wreck this sense of stability that you had. And it's like you come out the other side like this, and this can be something for sure that financially impacted you. It's like, for some of you, you could have even lost a home. What's interesting, though, is that, like, I'm seeing for some of you, this can definitely be your own energy, but for others of you, this was somebody that you were dealing with. You would have, like, perceived them as, like, being in a bit of a younger energy, even if, like, year-wise they weren't younger than you, like, that doesn't matter. Like, energetically, you would have seen this person as being young. Very charming, but, like, you don't trust them. Like, there's this, I'm just seeing that be, like, more than anything, they lead with the shadow. So in order for you to have the type of stability that you want, for some of you, you had to, like, you were living with this person and you had to leave. I'm seeing you decide to move away from this, and I'm seeing, like, some conversation that's being had. To confidently call something out. It feels too like, if we're not talking in a literal sense, on a spiritual level, this can be somebody coming through that sees what you're doing for yourself and is, like, saying things that psychologically would be messing with you. Like, this could even be somebody that's, like, mean to you, and if you... somebody that comes through and says stuff to you, and if you, like, deny them even though you're put off by their energy, they would then be, like, rude to you, but it's because they actually have feelings for you and because they're attracted to you. Like, that's what's behind it, but the way that they go about it, I'm seeing it be very distasteful, we can say. Like, I'm seeing some very, very poor behavior. And somebody that kind of, like, sees you doing you and wants to, I don't know, attempt to knock that away from you, but to do it in an unsavory type of way. Like, I'm seeing the way that they go about this is just very, very sneaky, but they may be, like, putting on some type of front. But yeah, something is just really weird about this person's energy I'm getting. I'm just getting, like, a creepy kind of energy, honestly, Taurus. There may even be something bizarre going on with their sacral energy, too. So weird. Sorry that you're dealing with this, Taurus. So, I'm seeing you move away. I'm hearing appointment. For some of you, too, this could even be a boss. That's strange. So I'm seeing, like, an opportunity being dismissed, and I'm seeing you be like, I need to think about something, and you're trying to figure out why you feel conflicted. If this has not happened yet, if you are getting weird vibes from somebody, pay attention to it. Don't engage with them. Because I'm just seeing some very strange intentions that somebody has, and it's something that is definitely going to affect your stability, both, like, emotionally and potentially financially. It's really weird, too, because it's like you go from the spot of being the emperor, and then it's like when the tower happens, you get, like, knocked down to the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is like you're struggling, you're feeling poorly. This can mean, like, health-wise, too. The High Priestess is here telling you, if you look within, if you check within and you reflect and you feel conflicted about something, there's something you need to pay attention to. I'm kind of almost seeing this be like a trajectory of what would happen if you don't follow your intuition and you go along with something that immediately you don't think is, like, good vibes. I'm looking at Aries, Mars, and Virgo. So strange. Yeah, more than anything, follow your intuition. You are never going to be led astray if you are following your intuition. So Don't dim it. Because I'm getting for some of you too, like, you may have felt weird about somebody, but then, like, in the back of your mind, you could have been like, oh, I'm being judgmental or something like that. Like, don't negate what you are feeling. Like, I'm seeing this be a time where it's like you really need to listen to your intuition. Because you may not have, like physical evidence of like why you don't trust somebody or why you just get weird vibes from them, but like intuitively you know, so pay attention to it. It looks like you're walking away from something entirely. Like, if you guys know what this is, can you leave it in the comment if this is resonating with you? If you don't want to talk about your story in the comments, you can just leave a little butterfly or something. So interesting. I mean, this can also always be like that part of yourself that, you know, if you make a certain decision that would be like a seedy type of choice, that it would kind of lead to a bit of a downfall. But it just seems like the downfall looked so dramatic in that spread. Like, I don't know why one choice or one thing or one interaction would like affect you so hectically. But yeah. And maybe too, it's about also not impulsively jumping into something like just because it would feel good in a moment, because if you know that in the long term it wouldn't be a good choice to make, you want to be weary of that too. Because it looks like you're going to find what you're looking for elsewhere. You see this person walking away, like, towards what they actually want. Like, I'm seeing that this is what you're doing. Because whatever was going on in that situation... Yeah, for some of you, this is something that happened in the workplace. I'm just getting a vibe, like, for a small number of you, you could have had, like, a boss or somebody that may have been even higher up than you. Or, like, had some type of control over, like, something going on within your career. Somebody could have come through and been, like, hitting on you, but, like, you would not have felt good about that. But they could have even threatened to, like, take money away, or, like, you could have had some sort of backlash, like, if you denied this person. So there could have been like some sort of incentive, but it looked so inappropriate, whatever that was. So very inappropriate. So this is not something that you would be finding appealing at all. This is something... So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable... Like, for some of you, you're, like, completely walking away from this and completely leaving this and being like, I'm having a new beginning. Like, for some of you, this is, like, a new career that you're starting, a new job that you're starting. It's going to be something that you want, but you have to, like, leave the last thing in order to get here. This is, like, not compromising something that you're not willing to compromise to, or not giving away something that you don't want to give away. Even if that's going to put you out. Because for some of you, I'm getting like that could be the thing that happens too. Like, financially, it may put you in a tough spot even. But yeah, that vibe was so creepy from whoever that was that you've been dealing with. I'm just getting like such a greasy vibe from that person. Yeah, as soon as you decide to walk away, something that you want is coming to fruition. Like, I'm seeing a lot of new beginnings for you. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's like budding and things that are beginning that you feel excited about, that you feel connected with, that you're happy these things are coming into play now. Wow, and the star. A lot of healing energy too. You're gonna have a new beginning where like you have the option to like follow a dream that's important to you or pursue something that you want to pursue. There's stuff about healing here as well. I'm hearing practice. I'm also hearing chiropractic. So this is about like you walk out of a situation that I think you are so absolutely relieved to be away from, and there's a sense of being like, where do my passions lie? What do I want to do? Like, if I could do anything and succeed, what would I be pursuing now? And that's what your guides are urging you to ask yourself, because it's like, follow your intuition when it comes to your career path and what you want to pursue, because you're going to have the option and the ability to actually do that. I'm seeing like something like a golden throne being laid out in front of you. I'm seeing like so much high vibrational energy, a lot of like yellow solar plexus. So this is like something that you're willing to come to fruition. A lot of big healing energy too. I'm hearing source. So I'm seeing this be very, very promising. There's just a sense of like needing to walk away from something completely in order to secure this thing that you want. But whatever this is that you want, and it looks like specifically career related, like whatever this dream job of yours is, or this dream like activity or hobby, or like whatever this thing is that you feel passionate about, that you're like, I know this is right for me, or like I've always dreamed of pursuing this, or like something that you want to take a chance on, whatever it is, it seems like you already know what that is. It's just about like things falling into place, and that's going to happen, and you'll be able to perceive that. For some of you, definitely stuff with like energy work and healing. I'm seeing a lot of water here. I'm just looking at Aquarius in this spread. This can mean too doing something very different than you had been doing before, or just being brave about something and being like, I'm going to pursue it because I want to, and that's all that matters to me. I know this is right. So there's a sense of like validating yourself and pursuing something that you want to pursue. But this can be like an ability that like some of you haven't explored yet, or you feel like you haven't gotten like a grand opportunity to explore it. It's something that you're going to be investing in further or exploring. Definitely a very big new chapter for you, Taurus. Yeah, there's something about following the healing path. This is what I'm getting. Like, I'm seeing you being guided in a specific direction. This was something like for sure in your heart that you know. It's like a wish fulfillment, actually. But I am seeing this coming to fruition. I'm seeing it be related to your career. It's like your intuition is telling you about this new beginning and to tell you to follow this path. And I'm seeing it be related to this star. Aquarius can be like related to energy, astrology, any type of innovation, science, exploration, health with the star, but like really anything, creativity. I'm getting healing again, so something like that. Health. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.